Hello, my last gamer. Welcome to the video. I just wanted to let you know I do have a Discord and a Twitter if you ever want to interact with me or say hi or have a conversation. And if you ever want to catch these videos live, head over to my Twitch and my Kick and come hang out. I sometimes don't talk. That's unfortunately one of my mini quirks. Is my inability to formulate thoughts as my brain focuses in on what I'm doing, and then I'll just forget to speak. So I'm always up to hang out and chat with anyone that stops by. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hello there, and good afternoon to you. I'm currently trying to desperately figure out how to modify a save because uh, there's the thing called the meat in this game, and I'm trying to get the modern outcome, and I accidentally murdered the meat too hard, and I have the select outcome of 632. And show up what the meat is. Oh, there's not any on board of the ship. It's just basically a blob of meat that lives on ships in space. That just is supernatural and also tries to murder you. I'm trying to modify the save so I don't have to go through 18 years of trying to convince the meat that I'm not trying to murder it. Save info is busts. Let me check my phone. Maybe my phone has the answers that I seek. How's your day going? You wish to edit your save, take advantage of new plot variables. Okay, apparently... Oh, you're going already? Okie dokie. I'm currently pressing all the buttons like a monkey. I don't think I'm doing... I think I'm gonna have to do it this way. It's through the console... buttons. Pressing all the buttons. Then go to the hit this button, hit that button. Alright, so George. Since it's spaced out in that, I'm going to assume that I need to space out George. George. Understore Castillo. Oh, I don't even need to do the name because I'm currently I'm controlling this character. How the fuck? Okay, so stat plot meet neat moderate 800. Son of a biscuit. Failed to recognize command. Okay. Equal space equal 800. Failed to recognize command. Uh, oh. Add board con get con stat plot meet. There we go. That took for way too long. The only reason why I'm doing it like this way, because I don't want to spend 800 fucking hours, like, messing with coordinates and, or, like, trying to cheese my way, just staying in a corner. Oh, yes, I wish for better meat, I wish for better meat, I wish for better meat, for 300 fucking in-game days. Going to back up the save in case something funky happens. Like my character fucking dies or something in the event chain. Apparently, as I glanced at the guide, doing the event chain does actually affect your character mentally. Which, understandable. Have a nice day. As you stare down the strange appendage of harvest organs, the world around you begins to quiver and bend. A dark shadow beneath the idol grows and spreads like ink dropped into a pool of still water until everything around you but your body and the still makeshift tone is black. The shadow recedes, you find yourself standing in a cramped central deck of a ship's design escapes your under whose ship design escapes your understanding. Every surface covered in a shooty tangle of conduits or wires and a bit of varying thickness behind which a reddish glow casts a faint light. Long shadows. The air here is free from the stereochemical smell of recycled oxygen. Instead, it's a warm, moist, like breath exhaust of a living body. Before you, where the adult once sat, you find a long-dead nav station. It is covered in narrow wires that run from the ground like overgrown weeds. Visible through the tangle of wires is a plate on which the ship name is stitched to the lip. My brain cannot read that word. The Lesser Key of Solomon. The branching from the central deck, you find the corridors leading to deeper cabins specially designed. To your left is laboratory and right is crew quarters, and you head down the longest corridors of the reactor. Let's go examine the lab. Inside the lab, you find an array of rusting generic and surgical equipment. Swollen conduit from the wall runs to broken specimen tanks. Now vacant operating cables at every surface drips of warm viscous fluid. One operating table in particular catches your eye. In fact, it appears to be several tables, all of them set side by side, welded together. The center to create one overlarge surface. The arrangement sits in the center of the room and is surrounded with crude scaffolding which reaches nearly to the ceiling. Platforms are set into the scaffolding and dozens of hard lamps are clipped to it, all pointing down at the assembly terminal on the right side of the room. One flickers to life and dies out again. Rifling through the data files on the last remaining operation tool, you discover the personal journal and trial results of various experimental notations of one Professor Park Hugh Lee. It's a name you recognize. Professor Lee is a notorious figure in the system. A once constant presence in tabloid media, formerly a renowned academic at the Korean School for Biotechnology on Kapyong Station in the Martian system. Lee's doctorate was revoked when he published a manifesto on the benefits of gene splicing between and among species. After losing his post, Professor Park Lee moved on to work for various high-level corporate roles, including Chief Development Officer of Hai Yun Lee Petware, Chief Research Specialist of Brave New World LLC. In the crew quarters, what you find here is, on first impression, a small standard crew quarter, 2 bunks, several storage lockers, a single sink, a toilet, personal effects laying out on the table, a half for arrangement, eyeglasses, read material, photographs of friends and family into the walls, 4 lab coats, long ago white, hang on the sides of each bed. As your eyes adjust to the reddish darkness, however, the scene resolves into something far more strange. The massive conduits on every surface runs toward the bunk, up to the beds. They disappear to a long form of aged brown sheets spotted with rust-colored stains. Remove the sheets. You peel back the sodden layer of sheets to find a sleeping, malformed creature. Portions only element what you could reasonably discern as a human. They are nude, save for the snaking conduit run from the nest beneath them into a port-like sore into their chest, arms, and legs. Bristled fur covers their body in thick patches at the abdomen, upper thigh. The jawbone is elongated, descends into a respirator of original design. 2 horns poke through the matted, filthy hair at the front of the skull, chasing them. The sick sense of curiosity, you draw back the sheet further, find beneath their hair, nestled genitals, and beyond recognition, 2 long, Legs bend down to a pair of cloven hooves. Down the reactor. The environment around you grows hotter and more humid with every step you take down the long corridor to deepest bells of the ship. As world behind you recedes, both memory and view, one that defies your understanding. For long, you find reddish, muscular creature beginning to grow, snaking combat beneath you, viscous blood pools around your feet. Every soft step deeper, the meat gives way to portions of skin, deeper still, patches of bristling hair. After what feels like more steps, the corridor demands you enter a darkened engineering chamber where you sits far wall where the reactor should be. You find a massive throne, visca, muscle, bone, and conduit. Or conduit and bone. I read it backwards. Sitting perfectly still is a human-shaped creature, monster scale. Though it appears to be sleeping, the senses are very much alive. The creature's breathing in time with the ship. All the conts run its throne like arteries, a beating heart. Midline, mid-led, with its more human form, the creature shows unremarkable features of a goat, descending snout, legs of cloven hooves, two horns on its head, suggest casual lethality. Its meaty muscle of the scene with a side proportion, bristly hair, gathers at otherwise new waist and upper thighs. Here follows the creature's overlarge phallus that, with an upward curve which produces an unsettling mixture of emotions. Sitting beside the throne is a scepter leading a spine, ornamental goat skull from spout's shattered horns. Normally sharp points. Approach with caution. You take a few halting steps through the nuclear rush glow is pulled before a throne like spotlight. Before you reach the throne, the creature's eyes flick open. To find your own. The eyes are wide set of golden yellow. Wide set golden yellow with long rectangular pupils run parallel with the ground. You stand in the spotlight and meet the creature's gaze for what feels like an eternity. As you do, terror builds in your mind. Like static, a wave of noise growing in volume, though you can discern a voice breaking through, like a transmission. From far away, the voice merges and coalesces, breaking through the static. And long before it's clear, is if you were spoken, the words present to you a warm, soupy tear, but laced with a shiver of panic animal bleating led to the slaughter. Okay, I'm gonna study it. You stand over the creature. Your seeing is impossible. Agrometric biologic physics anatomy. The vision lives in defiance of all knowledge systems, resting entire life. Yet it sits there, impossible. Well, still rumors of rare, unique animals. As long as there's been civilization, few have ever come face to face with something horrific and strange that appears to be now. I'm not look at the guide. Let's look at the guide real quick. Or press buttons. I don't want to have to load to save it again. I'm gonna marvel at its novelty. In some way, you're lucky to be here. Surely you're the first of mankind to see such a creature. Give yourself time to admire the specimen, its long snout, rectangular pupils, and possibly muscular hulking body. The strangest feature by far, however, is the hulking legs. You've never seen such backward been on a bipedal creature in all of your life. It speaks. Before you can continue to seek, the creature voice breaks through the noise in your mind. It speaks to you, spread clarity. The voice is sonorous and warbling, makes a compelling case that mankind has always been an evolving species. What begins as a singular for a fish to pull itself out of warm waters of the sea has become, against all odds, a brilliant culture scattered across an entire solar system. But more, each member within this culture holds fast to self and same drive to push further, to push for more, even if it means certain death. And why then should we fear the next step in our evolution, and why run from the chance to be faster, stronger, more resilient against the harsh realities of cold, airless, and uncaring atmosphere which humanity finds itself now? Now, if I look at the moderate paths, off rebuttal, genius, I already have that. Ignore the illusion, get stubborn, listen, gets trusting, or submit to evolution. Gets pushover, gets goat without end, gets gifted by goat without end, and gets the ability, gets the immune to hypercapnia, which is CO2 poisoning. Mm, do I want to offer a rebuttal, or do I want to just listen and discuss? The submit is the worst option, because it just instantly ends the chain. I'm gonna offer a rebuttal. Drawn by the rationality of the case, you offer your own rebuttal. It addresses the creature's argument, all particulars. It totality rebutes the opposite case in general. Your position pushes beyond the original, even surface edges of the creature may not have considered. It's a good argument, and you're proud of it. Reluctant harvest. You indulge the creature for long enough. Why continue to chase insanity when the perfectly rational path lays before you? You take a deep breath, step forward, and prepare to subdue the creature. As you do, it seems to shrink in size before your eyes. By the time you reach the throne, it gasps. You find yourself smaller than even you. A tiny, bleating figure, nature puts a worthy up fight, and then you manage to render it unconscious, hug tie it, and drag it down to quarter lab. You decide what to do with the being. Now, the funny thing is, I think this fight is mental. And the reason why it is mental is because, like, think about, because I've already done the Zealot path accidentally. And the reason why the goat can put up such a goddamn fight is because you see it as a threat. And you're trying to destroy it. But in this path, you're like, oh, this is just a marvel, this is a curiosity. You're not really a threat to me, so you just perceive it as not a threat, so it's not a threat. Now, keep clean and harvest while you can. What you can is, I think, the best option from the guide I'm looking at. Dice and fry literally doesn't really give you much. And that is kind of a problem. It gives you cooking skill, gluttony, coordination, and meat. But the other one it will remove by slovenly and gives diligent. So keep clean and harvest what you can. Because this one would only be good if you're trying to get rid of unfit. You start scrubbing the lab down and creating somewhat sanitary working environment. Knowing your work here will be longer than a day, you go to the crew quarters and do the same. You gather tools, lay out the specimen on the operating table, and set to work. After a few long days of research experimentation, you manage to extract and cut cuts of meat that show signs of metastasization. You lay these into a scratch-built incubator and hope for the best. Your work pays off in just a few more days. You hypothesize the assembly produces and what appears as safe, edible protein at extremely rapid rate. Your work here is done. You bring the assembly to the portal near the nav station, send the ship, and return where you came from, invention in hand. Mm, it doesn't look like I can make a more of these big sand. I think I want to put it near the altar. There's not space in the room, and I don't want to put it in the center of the ship. I could put it over here. I'd put it more in this direction to make it safe from magically getting a micrometeor hit, because I don't care if the other altar gets obliterated. Alright, Kidder, how much do you value this? How much? 1,500? 15 grand? that will end the meat chain. And any more meat ships, so we get free meat over time. Oh yeah, but it is bedtime for this character. Let me check. Are we on a course of crashing with Ganymede? Kinda. I'm gonna at least secure the vessel before I do anything else. Do you have any conditions I don't know about? My character's been coughing for like several days straight. Oh yeah, before I forget, I need to pay out the wages for today. Drink some water. So 4 hours from now. We somehow spawned inside a wreck. Okay, do I have that spare water bottle? No, I think I threw it down somewhere. And drink some water. How am I putting this back on? I gotta take it off for the spacesuit. Why is it not working? What the fuck? Another free oxygen canister. A bat. I'll take this green velvet. We don't need it. A whole bunch of hole patches and floor patches and all that wonderfulness. Anything in the backpack? That's like a full bottle of air right there. What's in this one? Trenchers that Garbage tier food. On that shirt. We gotta investigate this side of the ship first. Motor. Anything in the backpack? Nope. In the toolbox? Nope. Trash. We'll repair up this EVA helmet. That's funny. I could put a backup EVA helmet on my clip. Okay, me switching out that was a mistake. Put the cart down. Put the fucking cart down. Drop the cart. I don't care what you do. Open your fucking helmet. I wanted to be cheeky, just switch the helmet in slow time because I was like, oh yeah, it'll just keep the air. Doesn't keep the air. So actively suffocating in my own suit. Ah! But before I go messing around, I could check this bin, and then I'll just have all this to check out. I'm gonna go dump off a bunch of this gear. I'm going to tell these wonderful crew members to haul that and that to storage. It's 10-9. Alright, I'm going to take these additional vents because I want to make this look cool. Added to these rooms. Oh yeah, I need to drop off my helmet and my storage. Like, it's an emergency stopgap. It's not like a real stew because it doesn't have that CO2 cartridge. I also need to go acknowledge the message I got from the officer. Mr. Officer. I don't know what to make of this living meat story. Everyone that seen talk about it seems half insane. With how much pictures and like equipment we have of now this day and age, I think it'd be easily like reportable about the living meat story. Died to hypoxia, okay. So it's such an ordinary death that I don't even need... I can't even make a fucking report on it. God damn, what if... Must have loved trenchers. It's not anything I can afford. Oh, pocket vodka, the rice wine bottle, okay. I will use it because I'm never coming back here. And some living quarters are just bust, where there's just a bunch of trenchers and there's nothing good in it. I'm already here, might as well uninstall all these reactor components on my own. Uh, Uh, okay, generally, this is what I do whenever I do mass uninstall orders. I give everyone else a break time. So for the next, technically 2 hours, but it's only like an hour and 8 minutes, I'm going to be trying to uninstall all the equipment myself. Uninstall that. Do not care about the door. Uninstall all these thrusters. Install the cooler. Uninstall this. All this. Oh, if only the rest of my fucking muters were here. I'm only in desperate need of one more meter, and then I have finished my ship. So these, everything else is good, I think. Roster, my character, priorities of restoring, that is for if I could do something else. Let's also repair too. Roster, repair. Unfortunately, he's gonna just repair all everything. He doesn't have high hull. Nope, he's gonna fucking repair everything. If that's the fucking case, then both of you get back on shift. I think you're just gonna repair everything. No point of you getting free time. Now this motherfucker wants to... Okay. Is it because there's no one else on shift that he went to go do those tasks? I will actually flip a table if that is the case. Nah, he's just randomly picking shit. Mm, mm, repairing. Oh, he hasn't installed everything. Okay. Haul the table, or the nav console, haul. I think that's all the haul orders that I need to get out. Mm, I don't need to reveal the fill colors on my day. Alrighty, let's get back over to the ship. How much space do I have? Let's grab this pellet feeder. Under like one canister. If I'm coming back over, I might as well get all these CO2 canisters. Might as well grab it. It's space in the card. Oh yeah, I need to detach from the vessel. What am I doing? Any severe damage to the exterior tow. Yeah, I gotta get over there fast. The ship is still powered. How's the signal box set up? I don't fucking understand the signal box. You know, I do things I don't understand, I fucking ignore them. The reactor is near damage threshold. I need to fix it before it actually damages itself. Through the magic of time, time damages things just cause. I'm very curious what was supposed to be over there. I'll have to look at the designation of this vessel. I find it weird this ship has a fucking reactor in it. Usually medium-class vessels don't have any sort of reactors like this. How long does the batteries projected last? For the rest of this, probably like a fucking couple days. But I have a scene. Nothing in the sink. Anything in the crate. Free PDA. Now I'm thinking about it, I think I probably left a PDA somewhere. Yeah, I left it on the dead body. Whoops. I'm not going back for it. Even though it's like right there. Throw it in my bag. Okay, so this ship was operating around 4 months ago. Well, 5 months ago. It's very interesting to see ships that have salvaging permits on them because that means this ship technically was in service not that long ago. Drop off the gravicine, PTA. No, have had that poster in my fucking inventory forever. I'm gonna go put it up on a wall somewhere. I need the cart. Whoops. I can fit one more pump into my cart. Ah, oh, damn it, I gotta repair that. Anyway, let me go grab one more pump, then I can start working on that. Mm, the full reactors on smaller vessels like these are not really that fucking common. Cold fusion. Now, I don't need these, the King Thruster assembly if they're damaged. They're not worth repair. Like, they're only like worth a couple grand. I think that's all the components. that I need to manually uninstall. After a few good wrecks. Oh, I forgot a pump. Oops. And that pump's basically full condition. Okay, haul orders, character, you could do this now. I don't know where the fuck you think you're gonna take that. I do have enough space to at least raid one more wreck. So we do have enough time in our shifts. For my workers' shift to clean out another wreck. Oh, we got 10 minutes to get to that wreck. The platforms will start slowing down. Wait, just a replica of the X. What kind of ship is this? Technically, this will be a really fast fucking salvage. I don't have any actual. Actually, wait. Does the nav console itself have just an overview of what's on the IFF? A courier. So that's just a courier. Okay. Let's go pick up the dolly. I'll scavenge the wreck a little bit. See if there's any good stuff in the bins. And your full air tank. I'll take it. Access lock. Yeah, the hacking seal is just a wonderful skill to have. Motor. Hygiene. What's in this? There's actually actual rice wine in this drink. Mm, more general cartridges. Another thing to sell. Oh, hey. I will take this. We need only one more after this one. Mm, yeah, ship's already salvaged. Alright, before we go on sub and the next ship, I'm going to take a small little break, so I'll be right back. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a subscription, leave a comment, a like. Maybe head over to my Twitch and Kick and follow me there and say hi. I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day.
The night is young, but it feels so old. A story written, yet never told. The mask is heavy,